This is too difficult. 1 second.
Welcome back to the vlog. So we're still back in St. John's, Newfoundland. We're in our house right now. We wanted to show you guys our new toy, the Zhiyun Crane. Basically, it's a stabilizer, 3-axis gimbal. We thought, what better opportunity to show you this stabilizer than for a proper home tour? And we'll give you our thoughts on it afterwards. Are you ready?
Welcome to our house that we spent 5 years renovating.
2011 to 2016.
All the projects that we talk about in this vlog, we'll put all of the projects in the description box.
Holy shit, this thing is heavy, just holding it like this. This is heavier than the Gorilla Pod.
So this area, we basically just did new ceiling and painted. This is like the original floor, this DIY mirror, which is super easy. It's just a slab white door with a custom cut mirror PL'd onto it. Chris built in this cabinetry. He also made this mirror, which is off the wall, so when you turn on the light, the white balance is going to change here. Because we renovated it and we did everything ourselves, we actually added home automation. Now, this is 5 years ago, so we would do it differently now, but all of our light switches are programmable. We have the security system, we have cameras all around the outside of the house. So the staircase used to be wood. We will show you a before picture right here. We replaced all of the carpeted stairs with birch treads, and then all of the wood railings we did with custom glass. It's really difficult to find the things that we wanted. Nobody here would do this for us, except for one company called Newfoundland Glass. They said if Chris made the templates, they would order it from Quebec. So this was basically a DIY situation.
DIY frameless glass. This was my favorite project of probably the entire house, only because so many people said it can't be done. It was a pain in the ass. So many things could have gone wrong. We'll link below.
He did this custom closet, so when you open the doors, the light comes on automatically. Now, obviously there's nothing in it because we don't live here anymore. It's on Airbnb if you want to rent our house. So this is all outfitted with LED lights. This is all made custom for shoes with 2 bigger shelves on the bottom for boots and things. Moving on to the next room, which is actually one of the features that sold us on this house, because when we lived here, I had a business in St. John's, so I was working from home. So this level was business and that level was living area, but we've recently turned this room into a bedroom because we don't live here anymore.
This used to be your office.
So we covered every single ceiling. We all had stucco with new drywall. In this room, we were like, we really didn't want to do drywall plaster, so we decided to do a plank ceiling instead. So we used tongue and groove beadboard, put it on the ceiling with PL and brad nails, and then we painted it all black. This is the bathroom. This is the first one. This is like the guest bathroom. So in here, we did everything navy. DIY this zebra wood countertop. We chose a clear vessel sink so we could see it. The mirror is the same type of situation that's out in the front porch. The lights behind it, Chris DIY'd it. And then this is one of my favorite prints in our house. It's our buddy Judd Haynes. He's an artist, graphic designer. He's super talented.
Little DIY hack. Basically used big Christmas lights that are PL'd into a frame behind this mirror to make an edge glow.
This used to be what we called the production room. So we had 44-inch wide printer in here before, but we sold it. So now it's just like a hangout sunroom, if you will. Built-in speakers, so we can shoot music to whatever room we want to listen to. In the Buffalo vlog, we talked about pipes exploding in our wall. This is one of the rooms we had done and the room that the pipes exploded in.
So the staircase used to be here. My friend Doug is a carpenter, so he helped us remove it. That was early on when we were just getting into the renovation, so it was good to have somebody who knew what they were doing actually helping us. He's here basically going through reciprocating saw, cutting out the floor joists and everything. And all of a sudden I hear, "Corrales! Corrales!" And he's holding the staircase, getting a face full of water because he dropped the staircase on the hot water boiler, which is underneath here. And luckily he hit the cold water line. Funny story, and I'll never forget it, Doug. Thanks for the help, by the way. All of our doors we've actually replaced. We got rid of the 6-panel doors, put in all flat panel doors. Okay, into the basement we go. First of all, you'll notice the staircase in the basement is also custom. We blowtorched these raw pine boards and then did like a little bit of a gray stain on them. Again, we'll link it down below on the DIY for that. The lighting on the wall, we added, basically I just wanted strip lights. So we just put some fluorescent tubes essentially in the wall and made these little facades. And it makes great soft lighting. So this is now colloquially known as the Selfie Wall. Custom stair treads here. They have LED strips underneath, but we don't really use them because the LEDs we used were shit and essentially are burned out and all uneven, so I don't use them anymore. Coming down here into the basement. This is our basement studio. We set this up so that it was a multi-use room. Becky used this area as a photo studio slash dance slash workout area. There used to be a big wall essentially dividing this space into two. All this over was unfinished, and this area was finished. So we just ripped it all out and started from scratch and did it properly, insulated everything, put down subfloor, essentially turned this into a finished area. We also have in-ceiling speakers, put in recessed ceiling lighting. We've got recessed fluorescent lighting to make a nice wall wash, which really accentuates the texture. This is a standing work desk, so it's standing height. We wanted to make it so that when Becky had clients over and they were doing a photo shoot in this area here, people could stand here with a laptop, plug everything in, get USB charge power here for their phones or whatever. There's little stools here that you pull out, a nice sitting area. You can have a little beverage. There's a dead spider in here. That's excellent. We used to have a ton of iPhone cables, charge cables of all sorts and types. They've all gone missing.
We're stealing this for Buffalo.
Yeah, we're gonna steal this for Buffalo. It's essentially a Nelson bench knockoff. There's a sitting area here, which we made for clients and things. The photo area would be here, we could put backdrops up here. And then this side of the room has a giant built-in cabinet setup that we made custom. It also houses a little secret hatch so we can get into our crawl space.
This is a fat boy beanbag chair. What I like to call a modern adult beanbag chair. Very fun, relaxing. God, I haven't lounged on this in so long.
He's like bigger than you.
All right, let's go. This is the living room. This is where we spend most of our time. This originally in the house was like their fancy room, but we use this as our like TV room. We've got this slat wall here, which is a DIY. And we built this wall out, tubes and things for the TV so we could have kind of this like wireless setup. In this room we added pot lights, in-ceiling speakers, and we also dropped the ceiling down to have this like a little bit of architectural reveal around the edges of the room. We kind of use the rug as kind of like an anchoring point for the sitting area. And then we have the fireplace over here with the bench, so that can be pulled over when we have guests over. And then on the back wall, we have just a huge floating shelf slash desk area so we can sit. My personal favorite art in this entire house, the X-ray light boxes that Chris made. This is actually what got us into that Creating with the Stars competition, which we ended up winning. DIY. Down below. Let's move into the kitchen. So there used to be a wall separating the dining room from the kitchen. We ripped that away. And the only regret I have about this space, actually I have a couple, but my biggest is not putting in-floor heating in. It's really expensive, so we didn't do it. But yeah, we went with a high gloss white. The cabinets are really big. We did the contrast black cabinets and black island. Corian countertops, all white. If I had my time back, this tile would have been like little 1x4 stacked tiles, but they didn't have those in Newfoundland when we renovated this kitchen. This is getting better now, especially now that Sam Design is here and they're really bringing modern to Newfoundland. But 5 years ago, 6 years ago when we started this house, all of the things that I wanted for the kitchen and for the house were not available here. And it's really difficult to get things onto the island. It's really expensive, shipping wise. The light keeps changing, sorry. I still love the floor. We actually wanted to have like a concrete slab kind of look. I ended up finding this tile. We started grouting. We ended up picking the wrong grout color and had to bust it all out. And then we ended up regrouting the tile.
Pro tip, if you need to bust grout out, get an oscillating tool. We got ours from Princess Auto for like 50 bucks. And you can get grout attachments and it'll just bust out all the grout. Bzzz, just buzz it all out.
So going up here is where the bedrooms are at. So the bathroom is one of our most recent projects, and we were kind of putting it off and we finished it right before we left, and then we didn't really get to enjoy it, but we just waited for like all white. Keep it nice and fresh and clean. It's a very small space. And then we really focused on lighting. So if you want to go in and take a bath and turn on some colored lights, you can do that. In floor heating, because it's comfortable when you're getting up in the morning taking a bath. We have 3 bedrooms. This bedroom was the smallest of 3. Instead of using it as a bedroom, we turned it into a getting ready room. Just got like IKEA cabinetry and PAX units and basically just turned it into a giant closet. We actually did a DIY video on how to install laminate floor, so if you're curious about that, I will link it up here.
I think that was our first DIY video.
That was our first video. So we decided to start a YouTube channel, and originally it was going to be all like DIYs, like house DIYs, and then they didn't really feel right to us. And then we started vlogging when we moved, and then that turned into our thing. So hopefully we can kind of incorporate both. Less kind of formal DIY, but more so showing you guys what we've done with our apartment, our house, our cabin, if we do that project. Second bedroom, we use this as Chris's office for the longest time. There is a single bed in here and a built-in desk that Chris built.
I wanted a high gloss ceiling, which I didn't achieve, and long story short, I failed. Literally sanded and painted the ceiling 5 times.
This is our master bedroom. You might notice this wall color from our apartment in Buffalo, and the living room. And we didn't really do a whole lot in this room. The floor was this original hardwood floor that came with the house. And we redid the ceiling, we painted, IKEA bedding. Like I said, we were on a super budget when we moved in here, so you'll see a lot of IKEA in here. It's really affordable. I don't think there's anything wrong with IKEA. I still love IKEA. This is an 8-foot panorama canvas that Chris actually shot. He basically went to New York City and I was like, Chris, here's a list of photos that I want. And he did not get paid.
She's like, you're going to New York City with your family? I want a shot of the Brooklyn Bridge, a yellow taxi cab, Times Square, and I want a shot of some nice looking buildings. And we're gonna make a New York themed bedroom. Ironically, we live in New York State now.
Now I want to make this room more Newfoundland. Like I want to get rid of the New York and put more Newfoundland in there.
Maybe I'll give you a shot list.
I want some whales. I want some icebergs. I want some puffins.
Tiny bathroom, super cheap. We did this bathroom for, what was it, like $200? Less than $200. We got the toilet for free. This is like stick down vinyl tiles. The expensive thing in the bathroom is the print, because we got it custom framed. We had paint left over from our studio downtown, so cheap. Anyway, so that's our house. What'd you think of the crane so far?
It was like, same as when we used it last.
Yeah.
It works, it's stable, it's heavy, heavier than a Gorillapod.
It is.
But it's intuitive to use. It kind of just films where you point it.
We're still gonna test the stabilizer in the wind, but we'll do that a little bit later because this video is long now, and so we're gonna end it here.
Thanks for coming along on our St. John's home tour. We will see you back in Buffalo probably on the next episode. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified when we post new videos.
Nailed it. Peace.
Man, I'm getting that so good. I'm so good. I can run this channel again.
You're liable to delete videos off YouTube by accident.
I thought it was deleting it from the playlist because I was in the playlist
Nope.
area. So
Nope.
I hit, delete. I want to delete this from the playlist, but it actually accidentally deleted the entire Tofino video.
Nope.
Shut up.